Yes, Asha, teaching is the light that shows, points out, and gives you the understandings of facts of the universal things as they are. Teaching reveals your whole consciousness in the mirror of observation of your I self and its activity in the relationship with others. Teaching is not something, knowledge of something about God or man made authorities. Teaching is not the definition about the truth, but teaching is itself truth. And this teaching is expressed by a teacher out of compassion and love to see the suffering of the world right now, right now. Thousands and millions are being killed. People are putting fire on houses, on buses, on trains, and having conflict with each other, conflict in family, conflict between governments and crowd, people. There is friction through demands, continuous, all over the world that creates untold sorrow and suffering. Therefore, the volume of suffering increases continuously every day. It is added by more than 8 billion people. There is suffering that has been left by previous people who lived on this earth. There is no beginning of this suffering. Very, very, very intense suffering is gathered as a reservoir. And there's suffering in present, and there is this present suffering projects in future. So the train continues. Seeing this all, a compassionate one, the real teacher, points out to end this suffering and leave the stream of sorrow and suffering. The stream of this river is continue. one can step out from this stream of suffering through having an insight of this suffering through inquiry. Right? Inquiry is the true understanding the anatomy of sorrow and suffering. This insight is an essential, and the teaching points out. And you can see that the teaching is not only manifesting through a teacher who has eliminated, cleansed his self, and ended his sorrow and suffering, but also teaching manifest through beauty. The songs of the words early morning and the colors of clouds and rising sun and setting sun, and in the music of ocean and its continuous waves, creating mysterious sound, and the beauty and colors of birds, animals. They are so beautiful. That teaching also you can see if you have eyes. It means the eyes of society you have put aside, then you have the eyes to see the beauty, the mountains and its stability, its strength and integrity, and huge trunks of ancient trees and their fruits, and the fragrance of flowers. Therefore, teaching is pointing out mankind from everywhere, from all over the corners, and every time. If you can grasp it, then the teacher is not important, but the teaching. Because the teacher does not exist as a teacher separately from the teaching. He is that because he lives that. Therefore, he makes the teaching possible. He makes something impossible available for mankind. His presence being with him opens the possibilities. It is not that it is difficult, but it is difficult because mankind is extremely complex. and living in second hand knowledge. Therefore, it's very difficult for such people to step one step to take first step very difficult. However, it is not difficult. It is as simple as the flower early morning dewdrop. Therefore, teaching it is the teacher, and teacher is the teaching, and therefore there is starts from that point satsangam, sitting together. It means it is not that you are gathered to get truth from the teacher. No. Nothing is given from the teacher, and nothing is taken by the disciples. Disciple means who learns, who is attentive. Because giving and taking is the process of material world, materialistic attitude, market language, supermarket language, society language, family language. At that purest level, there is no taking and giving, but there is profound togetherness in satsangam. There is profound, deep communication and understanding. Therefore, there is love and compassion that transforms through teachings, and the doors of possibility can open. Which seems arduous, difficult, but it makes possible simple. It is like that when you sit in front of sun, then the warmth of sun can touch you, and the fragrance of flower can reach you to your nose and to your whole body and mind. Let this teaching prevail all over the world, every corner. Let the satsangam begin. In this time where man is ready to destroy man, extremely dangerous situation, every corner of this planet. The work of teaching is to bring that light in this darkness. And if 10 people who can live the teachings fully with holistically, with integrity, total integration and undivided, stable, and pursue it with all being, then these 10 people have that strength to pull up the 8 billion people's consciousness and wars, destruction of human conditioning, hate, jealousy, ignorance, fear, greed can be balanced. And this is the only one way, as one way is left now. Got up today 3 a.m. lying in the bed. The whole room was filled by love and compassion. It was not for me, but it was there by itself for no reason. Now it's 4:45 and the sun is coming. Here, summer is very beautiful. Sun comes very early morning, 5, and remains till 10 p.m. evening. Extremely silence prevailing the room, and the birds started singing outside. Let the teaching touch every corner of this beautiful planet Earth. Namaste.